So here we have the brand new Titleist TSR2 driver, one of the most popular golf drivers of 2023. Now Titleist has stated this is the most advanced golf driver they've made to date. And in today's video, we're going to be putting it up against its biggest competitor, the Ping G430, just to see if this really is the best golf driver of 2023. So let's do this. So there's actually four versions of the Titleist TSR driver. The TSR1, which is supposed to come out in the next couple weeks, the TSR2, which is this one, the TSR3, and the TSR4. The TSR1 driver is made for moderate swing speed players looking for effortless ball speed and distance with high launch with an ultra lightweight design. Now this is really key to creating effortless added yards to every shot. The TSR2 is the perfect combination of speed and stability for maximum distance from both on and off center contact. Now this has been designed primarily for mid to high handicap players looking for the preferred shot shape. The TSR3 targets a more consistent player with an extra horsepower for center hits. And the TSR4 is focused on the lowest spin and more compact shape. Now this is for more tour level players. So Titleist TSR drivers have a ton of technology that have been built into it. The TSR drivers have a new advanced aerodynamics. Now greater speed means greater distance, and the new shape of the TSR driver has been refined to make it as fast as possible through the air. Now, the redesigned toe shape also improves the face angle for a better look at address as well. One of the biggest new features is the variable face thickness design. Now, on the TSR1, 2, and 4, it has a multi-plateau VFT design, and the new construction builds the face inward layer by layer to create a constant contact across the entire hitting surface. So in other words, it produces an amazing forgiveness and ball speed from every strike, whether pure or a mishit. Now, the TSR3 has what's called a speed ring VFT technology. Now, what they've done is use a conical variable face thickness that focuses the maximum CT and core relationship into one central point of pure speed. So this means the sweet spot is now even sweeter. And the last bit of technology in the TSR driver is its SureFit adjustability. Now, a driver that fits better usually performs better, and the SureFit system gives a fitter the flexibility to perfectly match the performance of a TSR to the needs of each player, helping them make pure and more consistent contact. So now that we know more about the TSR driver, let's do a little test. We're going to be putting the TSR driver up against the professional indoor golf simulator, which I know is a trustworthy source. I'm going to do a little practice session. I'm going to take the TSR2 and put it up against the Ping G430, one of its biggest competitors, just to see if this really is one of the best golf drivers of 2023.
On this first shot with the Titleist TSR driver, I carried 237.2 yards with a total distance of 253.6. I had a slight draw to the left, and to be quite honest, I'm pretty impressed with this first shot, especially straight out of the gate. On this second shot with the TSR2, my carry was 225.8 yards with a total distance of 248.9. I did get a little bit of a draw bias, which I'm used to, and again, this is pretty impressive with the TSR2. On this third shot with the TSR2, I carried 230.3 yards, the total distance of 244 yards. I did fade a little bit to the right, and I'm pretty impressed so far with the TSR2. It's pretty consistent. On this fourth shot of the TSR2, I carried 244.2 yards with a total distance of 253.3. I did have a little bit of a fade to the right, but I did notice my ball speed went up to about 142 on this, so it was more of a better strike shot. On this fifth and final shot, I carried 233.4 with a total distance of 255.1, and I did another fade to the right. That's one thing I did notice is I was getting a lot of fades with this driver, but all in all, still pretty great. And on this first shot, the Ping G430 carried 245.7 yards, while the distance was 262.7. So straight out of the bat, that's pretty darn good in my opinion. On the second shot, the Ping G430, I hit it a little bit low on the face, and as a result, the carry dropped to about 220 and a distance of 236.1. So even on low missed hit shots, I still get a little bit of a draw and just lose a little bit of my carry. On this third shot, the Ping G430, I did push it a little bit to the right, but it gave us a carry of 234 with a rollout of about 246.8. So even on a miss hit, a little bit of a push, I'm still getting an average of about 230 yards on carry, which is pretty good in my opinion. On this fourth shot with the Ping G430, I had this thing pretty solid. Gave me this distance of 253.6 yards with a carry of 240. So on a pretty well-struck shot, it just feels good in your hands, and as you can see, you have a lot of control of this club. On this fifth and final shot of the Ping G430, I tried to hit the ball as hard as I possibly could on it, to be quite honest. And as you can see, the carry was 246 yards with a distance of 260. And for me, that's a really good shot. So I'm really impressed with the 430. So to recap, with the TSR2, my average carry on the 5 shots was 234.2 with a total average carry of 251. Now in comparison, the Ping G430, I was carrying 237.3 with an average total distance of 252. But I mean, the Ping driver did barely outdrive the TSR2 by a yard. I think that's probably because the shaft, I had a stock shaft in the TSR2 that tested out, and with Ping G430, I was hitting Fujikura Ventus TR, which is, in my opinion, a much better shaft. So, but I mean, honestly, I was really impressed with the striking of the TSR2. The ball speeds coming off it were, on average, faster. I don't have it here on the graph, but it was a little bit faster coming off. And all in all, the TSR2 is a fantastic club. I am actually quite blown away. It did perform better than some of the other drivers I've hit this season. I would highly recommend it to you guys out there to just go ahead and try it, test it out. I know it's been out for about 6 months now, so I kind of feel it's flying under the radar in this part of the season when all the new ones are coming out. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of the TSR2. I'd love to know.
So big thanks to our friend Todd at All About Golf out here in Tempe, Arizona for hooking us up with the Ping G430. If you guys are out here, you need to check them out. And a big thanks to our friends here at Indoor Golf Design for letting us use this amazing simulator. To be honest, I'm just blown away with the TSR driver, both in terms of distance and forgiveness. And I recommend to any of you guys out there to check it out this season to see if this is the right driver for you. If you want to see what we thought of the Ping G430 when we put it head to head against my gamer Ping G410, then check out this video right here where we put it to the test. And I'll see you in the next video.